Hello students, welcome to Competitive Exam Library YouTube channel. Today we are going to see another series lecture of the control system problem. So last video we are solved only two problems. So I am going to continue the other problems in this video. So let us start the video. So if you observe this problem, so the problem is given as show that two systems shown in the figure are analogous systems by comparing their transfer functions. That means first of all you have to find the transfer function of this electrical network as well as you have to find the transfer function of this mechanical network also, so that you are going to compare and you have to show their transfer functions are both are so analogous to each other. That is what we are going to show. So let us find what is the transfer function of the, first we will find what is the transfer function of the electrical network. So I am finding the transfer function of, so first of all I will find the electrical network. So if you see the transfer function of the electrical network, see here, so there is a resistance will be there, there is a capacitor will be there. Let us take one current is flowing inside of this. So we are going to assume there is a current is flowing inside of this, that will be taken as I. So now write the loop equation. If you write the loop equation, what is the loop equation? That is V1 is equals to I into R plus 1 by C into integral of I dt we can write. So that is the relation between voltage and current in case of the capacitor, you are already know. So let us take the Laplace transform of this equation. So Laplace transform of above equation, Laplace transform of above equation. If you take the Laplace transform of the above equation, so what is you are going to get? That is V1 of S is equals to I of S into R plus 1 by C into I of S divided by S. So what you are going to get? I of S, if you take out common, so R plus 1 by Cs. This is the equation number 1 I am taking for this electrical network. So after that we have to find what is the V2. So V2 will be, actually it is the voltage across the capacitor, that can be given as 1 by C into integral of I dt. So if you take the Laplace transform for this also, what you are going to get? V2 of S is equals to 1 by C into I of S divided by S. So that will be equals to equation number 2 I am taking. So from this equation number 2 we can write I of S can be written as V2 of S into Cs. So this is the equation number 3. Because the problem is asked in terms of only the transfer function, you have to take, what you have to take? V2 in terms of V1 or V1 in terms of V2. So here there is a possibility, so substitute, so you see here, substitute equation number 3 in equation number 2, sorry, equation number 1. So if you substitute in equation number 1, you see here V1 of S is equals to, instead of I of S we can write it as V2 of S into Cs into R plus 1 by Cs. So V2 of S into Cs into, if you take LCM, RCS plus 1 by Cs. So Cs will get cancelled. What you are going to get? The ratio will be, that is V2 of S divided by V1 of S is equals to, we can write as 1 plus 1 by RCS. So this is the transfer function of the electrical network. So now we are derived the transfer function of the electrical network. So we have to show this is analogous to this mechanical network. Let us write the mechanical network also. So first we will draw the mechanical network. So this mechanical network transfer function. If you observe the mechanical network transfer function, first we will find, for that we have to draw the body diagram, free body diagram or the normal diagram we are going to draw. So that it will be, so the force we have taken here, next there is a spring will be there between that x1 and x2, and there is a one damping coefficient will be there for the displacement x2. What is the first step you have to do? You have to take the displacement x2 and x1. So there will be a force will be there here. So between x1 and x2 we have another damping coefficient b will be there. So you have to write, first we will write in the time domain, f of t is equals to, we can write it as k into x1 minus x2, that is only there for the first displacement. Next, for the second displacement, if you observe, there is no force on the second displacement. So there will be what k is equals to k into x2 minus x1 plus b into dx2 by dt. So that is the only there here. This is we are consider it as the second equation. So now what is the next step we have to do? We have to do it, take it as the Laplace transform. So take the Laplace transform. So whenever you take the Laplace transform for the above two equations, what you are going to get? So f of s is equals to k into x1 of s minus x2 of s, k into x2 of s. So because of this application of the force, so there is a change in the displacement. So you have to take the output displacement is x2, input displacement is x1. So you have to take the ratio of x2 to x1. So for that you have to convert that. So let us take the Laplace transform of this equation. After that, so another Laplace transform also will take, that is equals to k into x2 of s minus x1 of s plus b into s into x2 of s. See here, we can write x2 of s as taken out common. So we can write as k plus bs and minus k into x1 of s. So what we can write, k into x1 of s can be written as x2 of s into k plus bs. So this is the equation number 3 I am taking here. So whenever you take this equation, so you have to substitute this equation in the give the number for this 4. Okay, substitute equation 3 in equation 4. So if you substitute equation 3 in equation 4, what you are going to get? F of s is equals to, so f of s is equals to, instead of f of s we can write, so if you substitute that, instead of f of s is equals to k into x1 of s minus k into x2 of s. So instead of k of x1 of s we can write k into x2 of s plus bs into x2 of s minus k into x2 of s. So k into x2 of s, k into x2 of s will get cancelled. What you are going to get? F of s is equals to bs into x2 of s. So you got this equation. Then what you have to do? You have to substitute this equation. Okay. So you have to substitute this equation once again. This equation number 5 I am giving. So substitute equation 5 in equation number 4. So whenever you substitute equation 5 in equation 4, what you are going to get? That will be bs x2 of s is equals to k into, so what you are going to get? x1 of s minus k into x2 of s. So x2 of s terms will be taken on left hand side. What you are going to get? That will be bs plus k is equals to k into x1 of s. I already told you how to take the ratio of x2 of s divided by x1 of s. That is the output displacement divided by input displacement. So what you are going to get? K by bs plus k. But if you compare these two transfer function, so it is not like in this form. So what I am going to do? I am going to divide the numerator and denominator by k. So what you are going to get? 1 divided by 1 plus b by k into s. So now if you compare these two transfer function, they both are similar. So they are having the, here actually here RC is known as the time constant of series RC circuit. Here the time constant will be also there, b by k for the mechanical system. So we can say these two systems are analogous to each other. Okay. So like this you can do this problem. Let us move to the next problem. Right. So if you see this, for the first I will take the problem. So first I will read the problem. For the mechanical system shown in the figure, draw the mechanical network and obtain the FV analogous that is electrical system. See, it is a very simple problem. So what you have to do, you have to take first, so you have to draw the first force. So what you have to do, first you have to draw the mechanical network. So let us draw the mechanical network. So whenever you have the mechanical network, so what you have to do, first of all you have to identify the displacement. So how many displacements are there? Here it is not given in the problem, so you have to write the displacements also. So you can write the displacement wherever the masses are there. So that will be, so x2 of t I am writing here. Next you have another mass here is also there, so x1 of t, and you have the force, it is already given in the problem. So now draw the mechanical network. So if you take the drawing of the mechanical network, so there are two displacements will be there, that is x1 and x2, there is a displacements will be there. So for x1 displacement, if you observe, there is a one damping coefficient is connected as well as one mass is connected for the x1. So you have to take one damping coefficient and one mass, and the force is also applied. So then you are getting the x1 displacement. So let us draw that. So first I am going to draw a force will be there. The force I have drawn like this. Next after that it will be a damping coefficient will be there. That is what we are going to draw. That will be there. Next after that there is a mass is also there. So these are the three elements are connected for the what first displacement to reference. So reference will be I am drawing here. So these are the three displacements are connected here. If you observe, there is between x1 and x2 you will have two elements are there, one is k1 and b1. So you have to connect those elements are also. So between x1 and x2 there is, so just a spring constant will be there, that is he has represented as k. Next there is a damping coefficient will be there, that is will be taken as like this, and these two are drawn like this. So you have to connect like this. So between x1 and x2. Next for the x2 there will be k2 and b2 will be there. So only two elements are there. There will be a k2 will be there, just whatever the diagram they are given I am drawing here. Next there is a b2 will be there. So there is a another damping coefficient will be there, that you have to draw it. So this is the drawing of the mechanical network. Give the names for this k2 and b3 here. Next it is x2. Next it is b2. Next it is k1, next it is m1, next it is b1, next it is force. So this is the drawing of the mechanical network, how you have to draw the mechanical network. After that what is asked, so draw the mechanical network and also obtain the FV analogous electrical system. So whenever you have the idea, so I already told in FV analogous system, whatever it may be, so you have to convert the parallel elements. So what is the step you have to do? So you have to convert parallel elements into series. So parallel elements you have to connect in series, as well as series elements you have to connect in parallel. So that is the step you have to follow. So you have to do a replacement as well as you have to follow this rule also. So what you have to do? So you have to apply. So let us draw the FV analogous system. So FV analogous system. So whenever you are going to draw FV analogous system, so what you have to do, you have to write the equations also, but it is not asked the equations. If it is asked, you can write. So it is not asked, that's why I am drawing the diagram, because to save the time, that's all. So what we can do is, so draw in place of force you are going to get one voltage source, as well as in place of the damping coefficient you are going to get one resistance. So first I am going to connect because the resistance. Next in place of mass you are going to connect one inductor. So this is the both are connected in series because actually they are connected in parallel. So we are going to take it as V of t. After that, if you observe that there is K1 and B2, they both are connected in parallel. So what you have to do? So you have to connect in series. So there is a K1 means you will have a spring constant will be there. In place of damping coefficient you will have some resistance. So these two are there will be. So now we are going to complete this network side. So R2 into C1. After that you will have for X2 displacement, there are two elements are there. One is the spring constant, another is the damping constant. In place of spring constant we can take the capacitor, in place of the damping coefficient you can take the resistance. So you can take this resistance. So what is the names will be R3 into that will be C2. So like this, so you can draw the electrical equivalent network for the FV voltage analogous. Okay, that is the problem is given in the previous question paper. Let us move to the next problem. See, this is another different problem. See, obtain the transfer function. First I will read the problem. Obtain the transfer function of electrical system as shown in the figure. So here transfer function as shown. So I think so question is not visible properly. Let us see here. So there will be Vi will be there, there will be V0 will be there. So here a capacitance C1 is also there, here C2 is there, R1, and here R2 will be there. Whenever you have this like this problem, so you have to do first step is obtain the transfer function. What you have to do? Let us take the time domain equation. So Vi is equals to, we can write as, if you take the two currents are present here, let us assume that there are two currents, one is I1, another is I2 is flowing here. So if you assume like this, so I1 will be there. So Vi we can write it as, what we can write? So that will be 1 by C1 into integral I1 dt plus R1 into I1 minus I2 we can write. So let us take this as equation number 1. So and the second loop equation we can write as 0 is equals to 1 by C2 into integral I2 dt plus R1 into I2 minus I1 plus R2 into I2. So we can write like this. This is the loop equation number 2. So what is the next step you have to do? Take Laplace transform for the above equation. Laplace transform for above equation. So if you take the Laplace transform for the above equation, what you are going to get? That will be Vi of s is equals to I1 of s divided by Cs plus R1 into I1 of s minus I2 of s. Next, this is the first give the equation number 3. So 0 is equals to I2 of s divided by Cs plus R1 into I2 of s minus I1 of s plus R2 into I2 of s. So this is the equation number 4. So what your target? Your target should be V0 of, so will be there. So another equation also we can write. So we can write what is the V0 of t. So first we will write what is the V0 of t is equals to I2 into R2. So if you take the Laplace transform for this also, V0 of s is equals to I2 of s into R2. So this is the another equation also we can write. So what you have to do? So let us see. So first here I can avoid. So first I am going to take, because if I convert this equation number 3 into totally I2 of s, so that what will happen? So I can replace this I2 of s. From this I2 of s we can write as this equation V0 of s divided by R2. You give the number as 5, right? So let us avoid the equation that is I1 of s from the equation 3. So from equation 4 we can write, from equation 4 we can write it as what is I2 of s. So sorry, I1 of s can be written. So let us take, so I1 of s term on this side. So that is what you are going to get. So what is I2 of s term? So I2 of s completely you are going to get it as, so that is 1 by Cs, it is not Cs, C2s, here also C2s, 1 by C2s, here also C1s, okay, I forgot. So, C2s and plus R1 plus R2 you are going to get. This is the I2 of s. So, what is I1 of s from this equation? Sorry, let us take the LCM. So, you are going to get I2 of s is equals to 1 plus R1 C2s plus R2 C2s divided by C2s. So, that is what you are going to get. So, I1 of s can be written as I2 of s into 1 plus R1 C2 of C2s plus R2 C2s divided by R1 C2s. So, that is the I1 of s we can write. So, this is give the equation number 6. So, what you have to do? Substitute equation number 6 in equation 3. So, I am writing here, substitute equation 6 in equation 3. So, what you are going to get? So, if you substitute Vi of s is equals to, in place of I1 of s, so I1 of s terms will be taken as common, 1 by C1s plus R1 minus R1 into I2 of s. So, in place of I1 of s we can substitute this equation. So, what you are going to get? I2 of s into 1 plus R1 C1s we can write divided by C1s into 1 plus R1 C2s plus R2 C2s divided by R1 C2s. So, you are going to get like this, minus R1 into I2 of s. So, completely you got I2 of s terms are there. So, you can take out common. So, what we can write? So, Vi of s can be written as this entire term, I2 of s is taken out common from all those things. We can write 1 plus R1 CS divided by R1 C1s divided by C1s into 1 plus R1 C2s plus R2 C2s divided by R1 C2s minus R1. So, this is the term. So, now what you have to do in the above equation? So, in above equation substitute equation 5. So, what you can do? In place of I2 of s you can write V0 of s, then what you are going to get? So, Vi of s is equals to V0 of s divided by R2 into 1 plus R1 CS by C1s into 1 plus R1 C2s plus R2 C2s divided by R1 C2s minus R1. So, now you got this equation. So, what you have to do? You have to do once again the ratio of the V0 of s divided by Vi of s you are going to get. So, just I am writing the final equation. So, Vi of s can be written as 1 plus R1 C1s, here also C1 into S C2 R1 plus S C2 R1 R2 plus 1 minus R1 square S square C1 C2 divided by, so S square into C1 C2 R1 R2, just I have taken the LCM. So, this is the ratio of the transfer function of the given electrical network. Like this you have to solve. So, that is all in this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to your friends, share to your friends. So, if you like this videos, please like, share and subscribe this channel, and also share it to your friends, which are very useful to your friends whenever you are preparing for external exam. Thank you very much.